Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is vynique, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing Euphoria inspired makeup and talking about my disabilities, which is I'm pretty sure that's what the title says. So yeah, let's get started. This is not going to be a tutorial because I don't feel like it. So, oh God, where do I even start, to be honestly, truly? So, I started having really terrible pains in my legs mostly in my legs, when I was 16, about, and I thought it was growing pains, even though I wasn't growing. I don't know. So I didn't say anything about it. And it was like excruciating. Like, couldn't move, couldn't like think about anything else, couldn't sleep type of pain. But I was like, this is fine. Because I thought it was normal. So I didn't say anything. And then it like happened like chronically, like forever after that, really. But when I was 19, I want to say, I was in Quidditch. It got like to the like so bad that I like couldn't walk. Like, I wanted to die. Genuinely, I was like, I would rather be dead than to feel this terrible. So I went to student health services at my school. Oh gosh. And oh no. Hold up. Okay, so I went to student health services and I told them what was going on, and they thought that it was like, I don't know, Jesus Christ. They did some like blood work. So I went to student health services. They did some blood work. I was fine. I was just iron deficient and vitamin B or D, one of the vitamins. I was deficient in that as well, which both of those things happen to me frequently. So I was like, well, okay, that's not it. And then, like, when I was describing like what my pain felt like, they sent me, or they made me an appointment with an orthopedic surgeon. Or, not an orthopedic surgeon. I say orthopedic surgeon every time I tell this story because of fucking Grey's Anatomy. An orthopedic doctor who also, like, heard me talk, like, I described to her what was going on, and she was like, so that is not, I'm not the person you need to be talking to about this. You need to see a rheumatologist. So she made me an appointment to see a rheumatologist. And I went to see him, and he was basically like, you have hypermobility syndrome, joint hypermobility syndrome. It's genetic, it's untreatable, and we don't know how to help you for the pain, so good luck. And I was like, I mean, okay, like, that's horrible, but whatever. So yeah, I just kind of like went through like the rest of my existence until recently, just being like, oh, I have joint hypermobility syndrome, and that's why blah 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 blah. And I was like, well, this sucks, but I can't do anything about it. And then like after college, it like, not even after college, like during college, and then like just subsequently as time has gone on, and it's just gotten worse, which is wet, but you know, that's how it's been. So yeah, but I was just like, well, I know what it is. I know that there's nothing that can be done about it, so I'm just gonna like, I don't know, deal with it, basically. And then I came to Chicago for college. Or for college. Well, yeah, for grad school. Um, and it like got like so. It's been real bad. To be honest, it's been real bad to like date. Well, I mean, I have been like having like issues with walking. Like being unable to walk sometimes since I was 19. But like it just got so bad recently. Um, so I I like got a doctor while I was here, like semi recently. Not semi recently, like this year basically. Because I wanted to see a psychiatrist or a therapist because I have. We'll get into that. So I had to go and do like I had to like become a part of their like thing. I had to like be a patient at the place where the therapist was or whatever. So I had to like have a general appointment, like so they could like see like what like I don't know, just like a general physical or whatever. And I brought my cane and I was talking to the NP assigned to me about like my issues, and she was like, I'm gonna refer you to a rheumatologist because it is not normal for you to need to use a cane because you're young. So she referred me to a rheumatologist, and also a therapist, but we'll again get into that later. And so then I went back in April. Oh, I went to see her on my birthday. Literally, that's when I could get an appointment. It was on my birthday. And that was in April. And honestly, I thought she was just going to tell me the same thing that the other rheumatologist had told me. That I was like, not like fine, but like basically fine. Like whatever. That is not what happened. She diagnosed me with something, with a disorder. Some people know what it is, some people don't. And they're like different, what are they called? Types? Yeah, there are different types. I think there were 13 or something types to my disorder. And I don't know which one. And I would have to do genetic testing to figure out which one. But it's not the lethal one, because I had to go get my heart checked to make sure it wasn't that. My heart is fine. One of the walls is thinning, but like no one seemed concerned about that, so I'm not concerned about that. But yeah, so I was diagnosed with that, and but she then, based off of the conversations that we had, she then referred me to see a sleep specialist because she thinks I have sleep disorder. I haven't done that because, frankly, I find it ridiculous. I mean, she's definitely right that I have a sleep disorder, but like, I don't know. There's just something about seeing a sleep specialist that just like, I don't know. My brain can't like, I mean, maybe one day, but I don't know. It just seems kind of ridiculous. She also referred me to see a physical therapist, but I'm poor, so I haven't done that, but I definitely need to. I'll look into that, like, soonish. And then she referred me to see a neurologist because, my God, the way that my body does me dirty, like, pretty frequently is, like, it's messed up, I'll be honest. That's a hair. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finesse what I want to finesse. Let's see. But basically, what I have is, okay, I like was Googling it, which I know people say you're not supposed to, but like since I already know what I have, I was like, I'll be fine. I was Googling it, and it was basically the like one of the main websites that like that is like dedicated to my disorder, or I don't know what to call it. Was it described my body as a house built with faulty materials, which like is offensive, even though like you're right. It's like a you're right, but you don't have to say it type of situation. Because basically, I mean, you'll be able to figure out what it is, uh, if you know anything about anything. That sounded rude, but like it's not. It would not be hard to deduce, is what I'm saying. Is that that's kind of what I want. Um. So this isn't wet. Basically, my body like she can't. The collagen production is not with the shits. Like my body and collagen, they don't. It just my body can't do it with collagen is what I'm saying, and I don't know how better to like say that really. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, so I need you. I need you. I want this to be a little bit redder. If you don't know, collagen is everywhere in your body. Literally, it's in everything, really. So basically, every part of my body is unstable. But the degree of the instability is unknown to me at this present moment. But it is bad sometimes. However, there are other... I just, like, hurt my eye. There are other disorder, like, things that are, like, that have oh my god. The word that I'm looking for is comorbidity, but it's very hard for me to say that for some reason. That are comorbid with what I have, and some of them are neurological, so I have to see a neurologist. I'm pretty sure we're not going to talk about what I'm pretty sure I have, because until I get a formal diagnosis, I'm just going to, I mean, not that you need a diagnosis to like know what is wrong with you, but like, I don't know, since I can, I'm going to wait. But so basically, my like practical issues, the way that my body is like practically fucking up, is that I can't put any kind of real strain on my joints. Really at all, even a little bit. Because it will truly erupt in like horrific pain that is like unbearable. I mean, it's bearable because I bear it, but I just prefer not to. It's not fun. It's tiring. I don't like it. Sometimes I just like get over it and I deal with it because I just be wanting to do shit even though I know I shouldn't. But I'm in my 20s. Like, obviously I'm gonna do whatever I want. Well, no, not whatever. But like, for the most part, I'm pretty careful about things that I can and can't do, but it's like incredibly fucking frustrating. I walk with my cane for like far distances. Like if I'm going for a short walk, I don't use it, even though I definitely should because I do notice a difference, but like, whatever. If I do a lot of walking with or without my cane, it just wipes me out for like a day or two. It's unfun. What else? Walking upstairs is pretty horrific. I tend to not, but, well, that's not even true. I do walk upstairs, like, actually kind of frequently, but that is because I don't like elevators. Escalators are perfectly fine. I mean, they're kind of weird, but escalators are fine. But yeah, I don't particularly enjoy elevators, so I tend to just suffer with the stairs. Y'all are probably looking at this like, what the fuck is she doing? I don't know. Truly, I don't. Um, is it actually cool? No, but here I am. Yeah, my cane, I use it, I have it. It's, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen it. If you know me in real life, you've seen it. Um, well, maybe not. If you've seen me like since February in real life, then you've seen it. Probably. What else? I don't know. My doctor gave me a lot, like a list of things that I should and shouldn't do, and but if I go to physical therapy, I will probably be more informed. I just kind of like go with it like intuitively, like things that I shouldn't do, like 8-hour long flights. Shouldn't do it. I did it twice, but it wasn't ideal. Um, Everything just takes longer because my body doesn't like she cannot devote much energy to anything for any like sustained period of time, which very much sucks. Oh, I actually like this. Wait a minute. Wait. This is cute. Is it cute or do I just like it? Like, there's a difference. I just like it. I don't think it's actually cute. I like it though. Anyway. Like I think. I kind of want to add. No, I'll be fine. So, like I was saying, yeah, I just kind of like go with like if something has hurt me very deeply in the past. Wow, that's okay. Like physically, then I typically try to steer clear of it, or I go into it knowing like these are the consequences of what you're about to do. Um, which is perfectly fine. I think. I don't mind that. It's not ideal, but I don't like, I mean, I do limit myself kind of a lot with like what I do and do not do because I don't like being in pain unnecessarily. But I'm also, again, in my 20s. That did not have the effect that I was hoping. That was very good though. Um, but yeah, so that's one of my disabilities that I'm aware of at this present moment. I will probably update you guys when I get like am finished when I have my neurology appointment because I think that may or may not be more informative. Um, but yeah, my disorder causes me much difficulty. So my other disability, I don't even, okay. So I've had like mental health issues since high school, like late high school. I didn't know that I had those issues in high school, but I did have them. I didn't seek proper therapy until late last year. Oh my god. Being a ruiner to your own life is like truly the biggest betrayal. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so I started seeking out regular like I just wanted to know why I was like, oh my god! Just almost dropped it. I get asked, why are you like this on such a regular basis that I was like, maybe I should figure out how to answer that question to the best of my ability. So, and also I was having really, really, really hard time adjusting to living in Chicago, but not because it was Chicago specifically. I just have a trouble adjusting to moving in general. It's not ideal. So I was like dissociating quite a lot when I moved here. I think I mentioned that in my anxiety video. But yeah, I was, and it was. Oh, it sucks. I don't know if you've ever like. I'm pretty sure I have like derealization disorder or depersonalization disorder or something, because that's like I'm not gonna say regularly, but it's not like I know when it's happening. I'm familiar with the sensation, or I don't even. It's just like horrific how that feels, because it's like nothing, but like weirdly nothing. I don't know. Anyway, so I was dissociating for like a month essentially after I moved here, and I was like, oh, okay, this gotta go. I couldn't deal with it. Didn't like it. I was like, no. Mm-mm. So I started going to therapy, and lo and behold, I have anxiety, but we already knew that. Lo and behold, I was diagnosed with ASD, which is autism spectrum disorder, if you were unaware. Which is quite the revelation to get when you're in your 20s. My roommate is also pretty sure that I have a personality disorder, but whatever. Yeah, so that was something. And it's not like, it wasn't like a shock. Like, in hindsight, it makes sense, but like, I don't know. It's just like a weird revelation to have when you're like pretty sure you know who you are, kind of, at least somewhat. Why does nothing work out for me ever? One day you'll all see. You'll all see. You'll all see. This is horrible. Not going well at all. Sad. If I wipe off my eyes, can I fix it? Probably not. I'll try. Listen, I'm still figuring that shit out, cause like, I don't know, like, I keep having this weird, like, whenever, like, I am, like, psychologically, like, I'm like, is it me or is it the ASD? But it's also, like, girl, the ASD is you. You are part of it. It is a part of you. There's no, like, you can't differentiate, like, what is you and what is the disorder, because you have the disorder. You feel me? Like, it's just, like, been a weird situation to, like, navigate, is what I'm saying. And if anyone else has ASD and I'm offending you, I very much apologize. But I don't know what the hell, because I stopped going to therapy. But that's because it was expensive. So, and also, like, there's, like, I've lived with it unknowingly for this long that I've just kind of, like, not adjusted. I don't know. I just, like, compensate for, like, the deficiencies. That sounds mean, but, like, we live in a neurotypical world, and I am not a neurotypical person. So, like, my differences seem like deficiencies, even though they are not. They are just differences. So, I don't know. I just kind of, like, learned to navigate it. Not well, but, like, I've just learned to navigate it to the best of my ability. And, like, it's quite clear that I am not, quote unquote, normal. Whatever. Like, there's no one has been, like, shocked to learn. Well, no one that I've told, anyway. Except for maybe my mother, but we're not getting into that. So, if my microphone's not on, I'll die. Okay, it's on. So, really, so I am doubly disabled, both mentally and physically, but, like, bitch, I don't know, I'm just still trying to, like, navigate, like, what that means, like, for me, and it's been difficult. And it's also like, I don't know, I feel weirdly guilty at the same time. Because, like, I mean, for my whole life I have been disabled. I just didn't know it. But it's, like, different now that I'm, like, both physically and mentally disabled. And it's also, like, this weird, like, you can't tell that I'm disabled. So, like, it feels weird claiming that identity, even though that's what I am. And it's also, like, a weird kind of, like, guilt about not being able-bodied, which sucks, because I've always felt that I was like, an athlete growing up. I played, like, so many sports. So, it's just been, like, weird. And I don't really talk to my mom about it, because I feel uncomfortable. Because I think, I don't know, not that I think she'd be mad at me, but, like, I don't know, it's just weird, alright? It's just weird. The bottom line is I'm still learning what it means to me to be a disabled individual, because I'm new to this whole thing. I'm also, like, not quite sure the extent of, like, my disabilities. That sounds weird, but yeah, anyway. I don't know what else to say about it. Like, I mean, okay. Now that some people know that I have ASD, I don't know. There's been some weird, like, infantilizing of me, which is very uncomfortable. And I don't really appreciate it at all. But it's also, like, disguised as, like, trying to help. So it's like, thanks, but I'm Gucci. If I need anything, I will say so. But I haven't, like, I don't know. Don't treat me like a child. Like, I was gonna say perfectly capable. I am differently capable. Like, I don't know. I just wish, like, there's a difference between, like, understanding and, like, I don't even know the word that I'm looking for. Like, trying to be helpful and trying to, like, be condescending? I don't know if that's even the right word. There's this one patch right here that just, like, never does what I wanted to do. It's very annoying. That's really what I'm dealing with at the moment. I don't know what else to say. I should have made notes, but, like, I genuinely did not feel like it. I'm gonna be honest. Didn't feel like it. Also, this makeup look isn't turning out the way that I had anticipated, but it really is only bothering me on this eye, because this eye is trash. It's just as I thought. Trash. Okay, my camera cut out, but I found something. I forgot what I was talking about also, but I found something. I remembered something that, like, really bugs me sometimes. That I, like, miss out on stuff because I, like, can't do it. And that, I mean, that's duh. And that, like, really bugs me because, like, not only am I, like, missing out because I, like, physically or mentally just cannot, but, like, I feel guilty about it. And that is annoying. Why should I feel guilty? Like, that's stupid, but I do anyway. And it really gets on my fucking nerves. People's complete lack of, like, understanding of, like, what, like, I don't know, people not wanting to ask, or, like, asking and then, like, not understanding, and then, I don't know, maybe I just suck at explaining things, but, I don't know, genuinely, there's, like, probably a lot that I could talk about, like, if it were in the moment, but it's not. I don't have anything to say right now. Also, when I got diagnosed with my disorder or whatever it is, I started watching like so many like YouTube videos of like other people who had my disorder. Granted, they had like different. Well, I don't know if they had the same type as me because I don't know what type I have. But it was low key terrifying. A lot of them have like are in very poor health because that makes me seem like I'm pitying them and I'm not. Because they, I mean, it's like not an ideal situation, but they don't seem to like be like overly upset about it. It's just like a fact of life. Like this is the way that it is, which is usually how I like look at it. For me anyway, so it's not like I'm like, oh, poor them. It's just kind of like, oh, what if that happens to me? You know? Which is like kind of scary, but if it does, I just deal with it. But just don't want it to happen to me, and be honest. If this is I was gonna say if this doesn't look good in pictures, I'm gonna be really upset. But I don't know what just came out of my mouth. Why did I put setting spray on as though I need it? Like, I'm taking this off immediately. Stop. I'll come back when the look is done. Okay, I'm back and I'm still doing mascara, but that's because I definitely forgot some of the aspects of my disabilities and why I can't do a lot of things. Okay, so I have low blood pressure, kind of. No, not kind of. I have low blood pressure. And they're just like things that I cannot do. Like, I can't stand for very long because one, my joints, and two, my body will just give out. Like, it will just faint. Like, I just cannot do it. So I can't be in the shower for very long, which is very upsetting. I have fainted in the shower so many times. I've also had nosebleeds in the shower, which is so not, it's not a good feeling at all. For psychological reasons more than like, oh, I'm having a nosebleed in the shower. Yeah, so I can't like sustain like a lot of like standing type poses really. Pink like the inside of your baby. Okay, so this is, I was gonna be like, shut up. Even though technically it is. Am I gonna attempt the middle part again? I mean, it's not terrible, but it's also not like that great either. Like, I mean, it's fine, I guess. Ugh. Whatever. Anyway. Ugh, no. It's not good. So, this is the completed look. If you want to see more of the look, it is probably already on Instagram, so. Or, I'm supposed to be posting this video literally tomorrow, or technically today, when I post this look, but no, I'm gonna. Okay, so, yeah, this is the look. I already talked about what I needed to talk about, or what I wanted to talk about. Sorry it wasn't very, like, concise or anything, but, again, I'm still, like, not coming to terms. I'm just, like, it's an identity thing, you know? You think you know yourself, and then you learn more things about yourself, and it's, like, adjusting to different parts of you that you didn't know existed. So, that's really all it is what's happening with me and my disabilities at this point in time. So, if you have any questions, you can leave them down below. And, yeah. Bye-bye. Oh, also, wait. Not bye. You should subscribe for more from me. And you should give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And you should follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That's all. Okay, now, really. Bye.